Good morning, my dear students. Myself, K. Tyagarajan, Department of CSC. In continuation to the previous video, which I done on interactive Korn shell, here I am with you to discuss about Korn shell futures. In Korn shell futures, I said about Korn shell sessions, standard streams. Currently, I'm going to discuss about redirections. Recollect the previous topics which I said. I already covered the standard streams. So currently I am discussing about redirections. So coming to the redirections, try to recollect which I said in the past class. Each command may use a standard input stream, a standard output stream, a standard error stream. These streams are pre-assigned to the keyboard and monitor. Try to understand. The streams are pre-assigned to the keyboard and monitor. Here we take standard input from a keyboard. When a command is executed, the command produces a result on the monitor. So that's the reason here streams are pre-assigned to the keyboard and monitor. Whenever necessary, we change this default assignment temporarily using redirections. So whenever necessary, we change this default assignment temporarily using redirections. Redirection is one of the important feature in Linux. Redirection is a process in which when a command is expecting an input from a file, we call it as input redirection. Try to understand. When a command is expecting, any command which you are giving in a prompt, it will expect an input. If an input is given to your command from a file, we call it as input redirection. When a command is executed and it is expecting to write the result to a file, this file is output file, then we call it as standard output. Try to understand. When a command is executed and it is expecting to write a result to a file, so the file is output file, then it is known as standard output. We'll discuss about these two with an example. As already I said in the previous class, one example for standard input. Coming to the third redirection, if an executing command encounters an error, the error message is sent to a monitor, then we call it as standard error stream. So we given a command in a prompt, the command encounters an error. The error message will be sent to the monitor. Whatever may be the error message which is encountered while command is executing. This is known as a standard error. Coming to the standard input redirection, already I said, so the symbol used for input direction, so input redirection, we call it as a less than symbol. When a command is expecting an input from a file, we call it as input redirection. So this is an example here. The symbol which we use for input redirection from a file. So take for example, so we are creating a file by using a cat or VAE editor. So the file is having a hi, how are you? So this file is having a one line, so it has a 4 words and then it has a set of characters. Here we use another command, WC. Try to understand. WC is for word count. It will count number of characters, number of lines, number of words in this file. So WC will expect an input from a file. So here when we are giving file as an input to a command, this file is having already a set of characters. When we give this file as an input to a command, so this command will execute. So after executing, the result will be produced on your terminal. We call it as a monitor. So here the symbol which is used to give the input from a file, we call it as standard input, less than. Coming to the standard output, we use a greater than symbol. We use a greater than symbol as well as double greater than symbol for output redirection. Take for example, so output redirection means whenever a command is executed, the result we are trying to store in a file. So for this we use a greater than symbol. So we'll see with an example a greater than symbol. So here I have an example for illustrating this WC command again. So already I have a file. So this file is having some set of characters. So I'm giving an input for this command with the help of a file. Right. So the WC command is used for finding number of lines, number of characters, number of words. So after executing this command, so the command will redirect the result of this command to a file with the help of standard output redirection. So greater than symbol, right? The result will be stored. So one result, the result also going to be displayed on your terminal. So at the same time you can see the result on result will be written onto a file. We call it as new file. So and then this file will be present within your present working directory. So and then we can use a cat command to display what result is available in new file. So cat new file. So I may get the result of this previous command. So this is about output redirection, the input and output redirection, right? So there is another example for output redirection. Here the output of a command ls minus l is redirected to a file, we call it as a long list. Instead of your screen, by using a redirection symbol greater than, we are redirecting the result of ls minus l to a file. So take for example, it is my prompt in my Ubuntu Linux. So ls minus l, it is a long list. ls minus l command long list of my present working directory. Long list of my present working directory. So here I am trying to redirect the result into the file, we call it as long list. So and then I use a cat command to display the content which is present in the file long list. So here I get the output, right? So this is long list ls minus l of my present working directory. So here you can see the first permissions. It is beginning with the first character D. So it says about directory. So the CSC is a directory, followed with read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read and execute. Right, for all the three category of users. For owner, there is a read, write, execute permission. For group owner, read, write, execute permission. For other category, only read and execute. Right, so this is a file. Right, so like this. So we have a set of files in my current working directory. So all will be displayed. Right, so this is one example for output redirection. So coming to the another symbol, double greater than operator. If you do not want to a file to be overwritten but want to add more content into an existing file, then we use a double greater than operator. Try to understand. If you do not want a file to be overwritten but you want to add more content into an existing file, then we use a double greater than operator. Right, so the same example, ls minus l file 1. I'm taking a long list of only one file, ls minus l file 1. So cat file 1, so I'm trying to see what content is present in file 1. Welcome to Linux is available within file 1. So I used cat double greater than file 1 redirection symbol, so to append some more characters for existing. So thanks for reading tutorial. I just pressed Ctrl C. So this thanks for reading tutorial is appended for existing welcome to Linux tutorial. Right, so just I need to see so whether it is appended or not. So within a prompt I type a cat file 1 welcome to Linux. Right, so welcome to Linux followed with thanks for reading tutorial. So this thing, so you can see for a single line string, so additional string is also added, thanks for reading tutorial. Alright, so this is a purpose of double greater than symbol redirection symbol. Alright, so this is about standard output redirection. So going to some more stuff on redirections. So just see this particular example, you can understand a little bit more. So I have a grep command. So this example is diagrammatically represented. Grep command is used for searching a pattern in a file. Already we discussed about this grep. Grep followed with something. This is a pattern to be searched.